Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I wanted to show you this here from XRP Crypto Wolf. I don't think I showed this in a video yesterday, but it's important, and I'll show you why it's important. Well, it's important from a lot of angles, but I'll show you a major thing from today that shows you just how this is all unfolding. Facebook's Libra is spurring central banks' interest in issuing cryptocurrencies. BIS chief Carstens said BIS is working with central banks that are developing digital currencies. Many central banks are working on it. We are working on it and supporting them. Well, look at this. This is from Bank XRP at Bank XRP. As Canada Day is being celebrated across Canada, the CADT was officially launched. That's a Canadian stablecoin. BVCI has independently developed a public decentralized blockchain, BVC chain, that combines Ripple and Ethereum blockchains. Happy Canada Day. And they're talking about this. From Canada to the world, CADT. And that's big, folks. But anyway, this is their article about this. On July 1st, as Canada Day is being celebrated across Canada, CADT was officially launched, positioned as a first-of-its-kind global stablecoin anchored to the Canadian dollar. The CADT stablecoin is expected to be widely used both in Canada and on a global scale by individuals and businesses alike. I want to draw your attention to something, folks. Now remember, I covered it in a video this weekend. You'll remember there was a photo that Corey Johnson, who used to be the spokesperson for Ripple, it was from a year or so ago. And there was a picture that was taken of Corey Johnson shaking the hand of the Prime Minister of Canada. And he said, "This matters." In fact, I had put that in the title of my video, "This matters." And then I showed you in that same video a picture of Christine Lagarde, who keeps talking about Ripple all the time from the IMF. She's in a picture with the Canadian Prime Minister. And now Canada is creating their own stable coin, which they tell you is going to go on a global scale. And it's a stable coin. Again, this is one of those massive, huge walled gardens that I believe that XRP will bridge to the rest of the world, folks. That is the world that you are entering right now. Okay. And let me get rid of this one too. From Chinu Patel at Chinu Patel 29. Now, this is an older video, but many of you that are new to this space, you need to go and watch this. This is from Peter Pumpkin Eater. He's pinned it to his wall, I believe, at Yes, I'll Have Some. Go to his feed, give him a follow, and watch this video. Must see, and please retweet. Hodl onto your digital assets as they are assets. Don't transfer your wealth into someone else's pockets. Regulatory torture is on the cusp of end. And what he's talking about here is how, yeah, we've been going through all this regulation. But if you watch this video, this shows you for the last year what the powers that be have been doing while they tried to scare everyone out of digital assets. And this was a guy that's, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but he was on Glenn Beck's show back in the bear market, and he went on there to show what the big companies like JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon were doing while they were saying bad things in the media about digital assets. They were, and he's got a chalkboard and he shows you a timeline. It's really worth your time. Go and watch it if you have not seen it. Even if you have seen it, go watch it again. It really puts things in perspective and shows you how the world really works. Next, G20 officially supports cryptocurrency guidelines set by the FATF. This is from XRP Crypto Wolf. The FATF that requires exchanges to share customer data. We reaffirm our commitment to apply FATF standards to virtual assets and related providers for AML and countering the finance of terrorism. And so these guys are all getting together. There's Trump, and you see various people. There's Christine Lagarde. There's Merkel from Germany. So anyway, you can see where all this is going. All right, next from Michael at VAL5 Links. This is kind of spooky what I'm about to show you. Digital payments are booming in the hybrid communist capitalist country. So much so that facial recognition payments are already a thing. The new way to pay in China. No card, no phone, just look at the camera. And what this is an article, and but what the article is about is this video that was going around on Twitter yesterday. The new way to pay in China. No card, no phone, just look at the camera. Look at this. Watch this guy. He looks into into the camera here, and then it's going to show a snapshot of his face. Watch this. It's reading his face, and now he has checked out. Now that could be spooky on a few levels, folks. Pretty wild stuff. But this could easily, what you're looking at here could easily be integrated into blockchain, with blockchain and digital assets easily, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Okay, from Michael at VAL5 Links again, Bitcoin has been profitable as an investment 98.2% of the days since its creation. Data from HoldCount as of July 1st indicates, and this is the article. I just wanted to show you a little bit of this. Bitcoin has been profitable, that's what that just said, counting 3,830 days back to January 4th, 2009. One day after the coin's Genesis block was hashed, HoldCalc's data suggests that on 3,671 of these, it was profitable to buy Bitcoin as an investor. That leaves 69 unprofitable days, which include virtually all days during December 2017. At the apex of Bitcoin's historic bull run to $20,000, as well as almost all of January 2018. The most recent cluster of unprofitable days recorded on HoldCalc's data are during the end of the last month, between 25 and 29 June 2019, when the coin was trading between 11,170 and 12,907 price point. That's pretty interesting stuff. Okay. From Crypto Cubanito at XRP Raconteur sent me this. These are the cities Googling Bitcoin as interest hits 17-month high. I wanted to show you, it was just interesting to me, the cities who are showing up searching for Bitcoin the most. The highest level of the internet interest in Bitcoin is, I don't even know how to say these names, but I'm going to try. São José dos Campos in Brazil, followed by Caxias do Sul, a city in the country's south. So the two Brazilian cities are followed in third place by Benin City in South Nigeria. Perhaps unsurprisingly, California's Silicon Valley is also driving much of the interest in Bitcoin, with Larkspur, San Francisco, Sunnyvale, and San Jose all in the top 10 respectively. So that's pretty interesting that Brazil is leading the way. Okay, next from Chinu Patel at Chinu Patel 29. Sent me this tweet from Matty Greenspan. Bitcoin adoption is rising, and what he's showing you here is the number of unique addresses, Bitcoin addresses, and how it is rising. You saw the top here at 20,000, and those addresses went down, and now they're spiking back up. That does not surprise me at all. And then Eric Dadoon's tweet. Now, we showed you this tweet in an earlier video about MoneyGram announcing a partnership with a bank, and he sums it up well. There are those MoneyGram guys. He said there are those MoneyGram guys popping up again alongside banks. They are so well positioned within the financial ecosystem to leverage the multi-hop feature that Ripple enables via RippleNet. The Ripple MG deal is only going to be fully appreciated in the future. I agree wholeheartedly there. Okay, from X-Men XRP, he sent me this. Now, this is interesting, too. I wanted to read you part of this. This is from Yahoo Finance, folks. This isn't some jackleg finance newspaper or something. Bitcoin, Facebook, and the end of 20th century money. What a title that is. I wanted to read you this last part down here so you can really get a feel of what is going on, folks. A backdrop of global economic uncertainty. The wider transition in the world's money paradigm adds a dynamic new variable to what may be a serious global economic downturn. As with previous periods of global economic tensions, the current dicey state of U.S.-China trade relations and is directly impacting monetary conditions and policy expectations. But this time it's happening at a time when cryptocurrencies and blockchains are looking like an alternative vehicle for people to manage the risks they face in this deteriorating environment. The trade war between the U.S. and China has spooked businesses and investors the world over, resulting in a surge of demand for traditional safe haven assets. A flood of demand into long-dated bonds has driven down their yields and led to an inversion in the U.S. Treasury yield curve, a market scenario that Wall Street has traditionally viewed as a harbinger of recession. Now listen to all this, folks. That in turn has stoked expectations of monetary easing by central banks, most likely led by the ECB, whose president, Mario Draghi, last week signaled the strong possibility of stimulus, recalling the trillions of dollars, euros, and yen that were added to the world's base money levels during the quantitative easing era that accompanied and followed the global financial crisis and European debt crisis within the past decade. Investors have once again started buying inflation hedges. And this time, it's not just the traditional version, gold, which is up 10% in June. It's also the new one, Bitcoin, up almost 40%. Folks, I've been predicting this since I started my channel. This is the perfect storm. These central bankers have destroyed our world's money. They have destroyed our countries with debt. This quantitative easing, that's just a created term by these people, which only represents debt and inflation and printing money. That's all it is. And the solution is and has always been digital assets ever since they came out around 2009 when Bitcoin, the Genesis block, came out. Mark my words, this is the big one right here. The next financial crisis will be a debt crisis, and digital assets will be the saving grace for those of us that saw it. Okay, next I wanted to show the crypto man here. He said he gave a shout out. He said, I need help retweeting to get as many people as on this as possible. This design I'm working on will blow everyone away and don't want people to miss out on being in on it. I'm going for the third print. Did you miss the first and second? What he's doing is he creates these really awesome prints, and he's looking for anybody who wants to get on the list to be to get his third version. And so if you're interested in this, you can go follow him. He's got a website too, but go to @crypto_man, give him a follow, and you can DM him and get with him on that. And next, from the crypto utility guy @UtilityGuy7, check out the new WireX native token now trading. WXT is the native token for WireX, and apparently it's gone up like crazy today. I don't own any of this, but you can go do your own research on it. I will tell you this, Crypto.com had put out their own token because they have a platform similar to WireX, and their token did quite well, and so I will tell you that about this. Okay, finally, from Sergeant Obi-Wan, Singapore food court operator introduces Bitcoin payments. Big adoption. This will happen everywhere in the future. Just my opinion. McDonald's, Burger King, BK, Chick-fil-A, and many more. I totally agree. I think malls are going to die, but you will have payments accepted in digital assets at all kinds of locations like this. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button. And tell your friends and family that one day they're going to be able to use Bitcoin at Chick-fil-A. Thank you for listening.